You know, I've always wondered what it felt like to like get off work and go home to your family. You know, I don't know what that feels like. And at this point, I feel like I don't think I'm gonna ever feel what that feels like because it's like, bro, man, it's like I'm 39 years old, and I just I just don't know where I went wrong. I mean, I maybe feel like I kind of know, but for the most part, I don't know where I went wrong, man. I don't understand how I got here and why I'm alone, dude. Like, this shit is the worst. Like, there's nothing more worse or whatever than fucking knowing that you're gonna fucking, at this point, I'll say that at this point, because anything could change, but at this point, that I'm gonna fucking die alone. I'm gonna grow old alone because I got nobody, man. It's really weird. It's hard to come to grips with, I guess, man. Yeah, I really not envy, but the people who do have families to go to, be grateful, because if not, you could be like me and be fucking lonely as all fucking hell every day, in and out, in and out, in and out. It just doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. Do I mind? My alone time. Yeah, I do. I definitely like it, and it has its good days, and then it has its bad days. And a lot of the days are bad because, sorry, y'all can't really see me, but I'm also not going to drive with my light on. But it has its good days and bad days, and today's one of the bad days. And I just wanted to make a video and kind of like share it because I don't know what I'm doing with this page or any of these Instagram or YouTube pages that I'm posting this on, but I figured fuck it, I'd document some of my life, and when I feel comfortable about documenting everything, then maybe I will, but I don't know if I'll ever be comfortable enough to do that. But yeah. It's really weird now that I think about it. Like, how, like, there's a certain trauma or something that happened when you were younger, or something that happened when you were a child that kind of, like, fucked you up for the rest of your life. Like for instance, like, I have a friend who, his father was super mean and was, like, physically abusive. Not, like, to the point where he would, like, hurt them, but he would hurt them, but he was physically abusive, super strict, and like didn't play no fucking games with the kids or whatever. It's a blessing and a curse, because now he's completely financially stable, been on his own since fucking 18, been paying bills, on top of it, credit score is fucking perfect, but and all that's good, but then emotionally, as far as all that goes, like, they're fucked up, and I don't blame them, whatever. With me, my dad was a great teacher, and he definitely taught me a ton of shit. But when it came to my mom was always about comfort and making sure that we were happy by any means, and that was, even if it was wrong to reward us with whatever was happening, and that's a curse. Because when you're used to getting things, and when you have no means of being able to get it, or whatever the case is, you get used to that type of shit, and then, eventually you're not financially stable when you grow up, and so forth and so on, if you catch my drift. But yeah, if I had one wish, I wish that I was in love with somebody who I really care about, and somebody who really cares about me. I really miss that feeling, being cared for, and like, being told, hey, I love you. I really love you. I don't know who I'd be without you. I miss that. I really do. That's what really makes me feel important, and that's like the kind of push I need to be better and to feel okay, you know? Like, it feels good to be wanted by somebody else, you know? And I haven't had that in a decade, 2 decades. It's fucking scary, man. It's depressing. It really is. You know, and it's even worse when, like, you know, like I said, I'm 39 years old. I've watched all my friends get married. Some get married, get divorced. Everyone's got fucking kids now. You know, everyone's got a fucking family except for old Ricardo. You know, and I was always the loving one. I was always the caring one. I was always the one that was in a relationship, and you know, I wasn't afraid to be single because I've been single for quite some time now. But I was always in a relationship. I never cheated. I did one time and I regretted it. Never did it ever again. But I was always faithful and nice and kind and upfront and loyal and all that shit, man. And it's like, what the fuck did I do that made it to come out like this, bro? Like, it's weird, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is. And, you know, you roll with the punches. That's all you can do. And, yeah, you know, keep my fingers crossed that I'll run into somebody that I actually like and I want to be with. And hopefully she wants to be with me. Because I'm telling you right now, you fall in love with me, that's it. Because I fall in love hard. And, like, you know, if we're going to be together and we're gonna commit to each other, like, I'm full committing, like I'm all in type shit. You know what I mean? Putting all my eggs in your basket. But we'll play that game if I ever get a chance. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts.